So the solution was an enterprise data warehouse. What did was we wanted to gather the data from all sources. Didn't matter whether it was ERP, the point of sale system at retail, e-commerce, the mail order system, and we wanted to assemble that all into a single platform, transform it into usable database schemas, make sure that we apply business governance so the data is dependable. We had uh, many discussions on the definition of sell, for example. But by having leadership come to a decision, we're able to say, okay, this is what a sell is going to be and how we're going to recognize it. And then make it accessible through dashboards, through analytics tools, and even some of the coders, some of the business analysts that were good with SQL could even run SQL against it. Uh, but we didn't make them hit the data directly. We created what's called a semantic layer, which encapsulated a lot of the rules for them and simplified the complex data structures so that they could get what they wanted. We integrated the data. We had web data coming in, we had ERP data coming in, we had point of sale data coming in into a single view across multiple subjects. Because if you think about it, if somebody makes a purchase online, well, that's very much related to somebody making a purchase through a mail order or through a point of sale. There's a lot of common similarity about that. So if you could have one data schema that could be transformed into, then all you have to really do as an analyst is learn one way to get into the data. This is what I believe data warehouse is. So it's a highly performing, scalable, secure platform optimized for large data. So when you think about it, sometimes people just run queries over a SQL server, or they'll build out data in Oracle, and that's in my mind is not a data warehouse because SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, Postgres, those are all designed for transactional processing, whereas a data warehouse has a completely different architecture. So it's all optimized for retrieving data from large data sets. It's not something you want to put a transactional OLAP type system over, but it is optimized for that. So you want to bring in your data from all the sources. You want to ingest that data, and then you want to transform it to make the data more reliable, intuitive, and friendly. And this is a key step. When you're talking about Wild West analytics, sometimes you just bring in the data over from your transactional system intact, and then some data analyst will learn all of the rules and all of the nuances of that database, and they'll build queries. But there's an expertise there. What I believe a data warehouse is that it puts that complexity in a transformation step before it lands the data for use. And then data access. So any data warehouse should provide data to the end consumer based on whatever tool they have are using to access the data.